Grand City is where millions of people call home. So when anyone or anything becomes a threat, it's my job to help. Sure, I've got my stories like any other hero. Saving the day, fighting the bad guy, but I've never had to be on a team. No one else is coming to rescue them. This is all on me. I am the Guardian of Grand City.
Hey everybody, I'm CJ, and this is a little bit of a mea culpa that's going on here. Basically, I intended to release this video or something similar to it last week, but some things kind of went haywire. There's a big, long, pointless, boring story to it. But the bottom line is, you're getting this video a lot later than you should have been, or should have gotten it, and the blame for all of that, it's really been on my shoulders, and so there you go. But basically what happened was last week I released a couple of videos, and I started several of those videos off with a trailer for an Indiegogo campaign that I'm going to be launching soon. This is called The Guardian of Grand City, and basically the long and the short of it is, I mean, I make no real secret of the fact that I am Comicsgate. I believe in Comicsgate, and I decided I wanted to throw my hat over the wall and do my own comic book. And so this is The Guardian of Grand City. It's kind of a pastiche of some kind of existing comic book tropes, but also some ideas that I've had over the years, stuff that it always seemed kind of obvious to me. Why isn't this stuff ever done in superhero comics? But for some reason, it never is. And ultimately, I decided, well, you know, the time is I'm probably never going to get, at this point, I'm probably never going to get hired by DC or Marvel to do any of these ideas that I've had for a pretty long time. Like a lot of people, I've been just gate-kept out of the industry. I made a good faith effort, several good faith efforts, in fact, to become a comic book writer for DC or Marvel or anybody really. And the gatekeeping system, it is in perfect working order. And so if you can't join them because they don't want you, why not strike out on your own and do things your own way? So that's really the idea behind The Guardian of Grand City. Basically ideas that I've had for a long time, and like I say, I can't believe that this stuff has never been done before, but apparently it hasn't. So here we are. And so I don't really have like a specific launch date in mind for the Indiegogo campaign. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing that. I need to get some things in order first. But I do plan to launch it very soon. And obviously I'm trying to attract as many backers as I possibly can. The idea behind this is the first volume, the campaign that I'm going to be launching. This is just the first volume. It's for a story that's called Swift Saves, and the idea is Swift Saves Book 1, Volume 1. You know, whatever you want to call it. Basically, the first book. That's really the start of a really big and really epic story. The idea was, I thought, you know, you start small to get big. And so I've got the story, I think, pretty well mapped out, you know, who is who, what is what, and all the things that are going to be happening for really several volumes at this point. I've got a pretty good roadmap. And luckily for me, I was able to find an artist. This guy's name is, I believe, forgive me, I've never actually said his name out loud before, so I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce his last name. But the artist's name is Rick Alves. Or Rick Alves, perhaps. You spell the last name Alves, Rick Alves. And the I was able to find an artist, obviously a very competent, very talented artist, who it's the weirdest thing to like think of all this wacky bullshit that you think seems okay whenever you write it down on the page, but to see somebody actually turn this into something visual that you can see, number one, that's just kind of a head trip all by itself. But number two, to see that he did such a good job with all of it is, I don't know. It's hard to put that experience into words. So anyway, but that's what this is really all about. If any of you are curious, what's up with that trailer and what does that have to do with anything? Well, that's my trailer. Those are my characters. That's going to be my Indiegogo campaign for my comic book. That's what this is all about. So there you have it. The Guardian of Grand City, Swift Saves. That's the first book, and what I'm telling you is this really big and epic and really fun story. It's just good, clean, old-fashioned superheroics. Basically the kind of stuff that you just don't see anymore. I see an opening in the marketplace here, so I'm going to try to fill that as best I can. And I really enjoy this story. I know I pretty much know. I don't want to say I know exactly where things are going, but I pretty much know where things are headed with this storyline. And I want all of you along for the ride. So that's that trailer that you saw at the beginning of this video and previous videos that I've released lately. That's what this is all about. So hopefully that all makes more sense. So at least for the time being, though, like I say, I don't really have a specific launch date in mind for Swift Saves. I don't really know when that's going to be happening. I know it's going to be soon, but there are some things I need to get worked out first. But I'll be sure to update you guys here, let you know what's going on, and alert you as to the launch of the campaign. I'm also going to undertake some other promotional efforts and basically just try to grab as much attention for Swift Saves as I possibly can. And hopefully I can, we can send the Guardian of Grand City to the moon. So anyway, but like I say, I'll update all you about that when the time comes. But for right now, that's that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed, comment, like, and share this video because it really helps me out. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Cole Loves Comics.